Democrats cheering on Capitol Hill yesterday as they approve, the House does, President Biden's mammoth spending package.
Unbelievable. The $1.75 trillion bill passing despite delay after a record-breaking 8-hour speech by House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy, who slammed the plan on behalf of his fellow Republicans.
Here to react is House Minority Whip Congressman Steve Scalise. Congressman, welcome to Fox and Friends. Tell me your reaction and what you think will happen when this gets over to the Senate.
Hey, good morning, Rachel. And look, I think when you're seeing across the country, millions of people that are finding out more and more about what's in this bill don't like it. They already are angry about the inflation that's raising the cost of everything they buy. A grocery store, when you go to fill up your car, if you can even afford to fill it up now. They don't want more Washington spending. And what they saw pass yesterday was trillions more Washington spending, according to the University of Pennsylvania's Wharton report. When you take out the budget gimmicks, it could be up to $4 trillion of spending and trillions of dollars in new taxes. Even Bernie Sanders pointed out the biggest tax beneficiaries are the millionaires. The people that are going to be paying the most are going to be lower income people. Look at the natural gas tax. We're getting ready to face a cold winter. Imagine paying 30% more for your electricity bill because of what the Democrats put in this bill, because they want to go spend millions more. They want to have millions more people get amnesty at the same time the Biden administration is negotiating to give $500,000 checks to people who came here illegally. How's that going to make our border crisis? It's going to make it worse. People know that. They are just saying, stop the madness. That's what Virginia voters said 2 weeks ago. Surely President Biden and Speaker Pelosi don't care what those voters say. They just want to spend more money, rack up more debt, and increase inflation even higher.
Congressman, I want to get your reaction to where this goes from here, because if we know the procedure right, it's going to go over to the Senate, and they're going to reach some compromise if they want even a shot to get Sinema and Manchin to vote for the bill. Then it's going to go back to the House. The question is, are the Republicans going to hold the line? Because they didn't do that with the infrastructure bill. What do you know from your caucus? Will they stand for what they promised the voters they would stand for?
Yes, in fact, not a single Republican voted for that bill yesterday. We had one Democrat vote with us. I wish there were more. But when it goes to the Senate, they have a razor-thin margin. And, we'll see if any Democrat not just tries to lower the amount, because, look, $1.5 trillion of new spending is not a moderate compromise. I'm sure Washington media
real quickly,
will try
Congressman,
to
but it's going to come back to the House as well if they do get that slim majority for the language as well. So when it comes back to the House, will any Republican vote for that bill?
No, not a single one did yesterday. Not a single one will when they bring it back, and it will come back at some point. But nothing in that bill would be good for the inflation that we're seeing. It's only going to make it worse. It's going to ultimately be something that saddles our kids and grandkids with more debt, too, because somebody's got to pay for this stuff. There's no such thing as a free lunch.
It's not free?
Free charging cars. Nothing's free, right? People know that, by the way.
I know.
People know it. They think that these Washington liberals, these big government socialists, think they can trick people and buy people off. Go look at the results in Virginia. It wasn't just Republicans who voted no. It was liberals who said enough of the madness, and they don't care in Washington.
House Minority Whip Steve Scalise, thank you for getting up with us this morning.
Thanks, Congressman.
Thank you, Congressman. Happy Thanksgiving.